Joel Embiid is one of the unluckiest basketball players on earth. I mean, geez, this guy can't catch a break. If it's not one thing, it's something else. If it's not his ear falling off, well, that didn't actually happen, but I think you get the point. I mean, I can't believe that he's out again. And it's totally not his fault. He couldn't have done anything to prevent it. Just when he was getting past the thing with the thumb, now we're getting to something else that's also wrong. I mean, are you kidding me? This is totally terrible. I mean, I didn't think that it would cause him to be out, the knock he took from Pascal Siakam. I really didn't. But then, in looking at it and seeing the blood, seeing him being tended to, I thought to myself, okay, this looks a little bit more serious than I thought, but still, I didn't think he's going to be out. I mean, when you look back at it, when you look back at the pain, and you look back at just how hard that blow was, and we look at that moment when the elbow came into contact with his eye socket, with his face, you can see that it was a hard blow, but you still don't necessarily think he's going to be out. But now to find out that he's concussed and that he's out indefinitely, the concussion is especially worrying. I'm not too worried about the actual fracture they spoke about, but man, the concussion is scary. And it's really left a lot of question marks up in the air now. What's the way forward for the Sixers? How do they handle this? What kind of load is going to be put on the guys who are left, who now need to deal with it? You can imagine that they'll be sweating when there was already talk about James Harden needing to step up, needing to take more shots. This partnership, this dynamic duo was supposed to take the Eastern Conference by storm, to really propel the Sixers to a championship run. And now this. So it's really disappointing. And I just don't know. But I guess ultimately the Sixers have to figure it out, because Joel Embiid is going to be out for, I think, at least 3 of the games in the series against the Heat. I'm still confident that he could maybe put a face guard on to deal with the fracture, but it's the concussion I'm worried about. And from what I've seen in the past with these kind of things, the concussion can keep you out for a week or 2 weeks. So it's quite scary to think of the effect it could have. But I'm hopeful that it's going to keep him out for a week and mean ultimately that he's only going to miss 3 games in that series against Miami. Because without him, even if James Harden steps up and starts scoring 30 a game, it's going to be very difficult for them to overcome Miami, because Joel is also important on the defensive end and not just on the offensive end. So I really don't know. I'm worried about the Sixers.